Hello Fit Buzzers and welcome to the effective epic butt and teeny tiny waist workout number 2. Okay, so you know what the last one was? You seem to have liked that workout. It's going to be the same thing again, but we're going to do different exercises. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first exercise we're going to do is going to be the clam exercise. Haven't done this exercise in a long time, but it's an effective exercise and we're going to make it even more effective by using a band. Okay, so all you're going to do is get your resistance band. If you've got handles, you can just create a loop, or just create a loop any way that you can, and all you're going to do is, right on your side, okay, have one hand on the floor, have your legs bent, okay, and your feet will be together, and what you're going to do is, body's going to be completely straight. You're going to lift the bottom leg, alright, so the bottom foot is going to hold the top foot in place, and all you're going to do is bring it out, okay. Now it might not seem like it's much, but I can assure you, you can start to feel it in your butt. For this exercise, you're going to do about, to make it effective, because this is an effective epic butt and teeny tiny waist workout, you're going to do about 15 reps for each set, about 3 sets. You can even go for 4 sets if you want, but 3 sets for each leg should be enough. Now, I'm reaching the 10 to 15 reps now and I can feel it. And just the same as it's always been, it is really good for targeting the glutes. It might just be the exercise that you may need to activate, to cause some real activation, some real change. Okay, now the next exercise that we're going to do the, let's move this out of the way and let's do it here. The next exercise we're going to do, it's going to be a combo exercise. You can see quite a lot of in the stream, the video stream of the workouts, not just myself, some other Fit Buzzers. What you're going to do is you're going to lunge, you're going to reverse lunge, and you're going to step up. Alright, so let me give you a demonstration. So you're going to reverse lunge, step up, reverse, whoops, let's balance there a bit, start again. So, reverse lunge, and then step up. Reverse lunge, step up. Reverse lunge, step up. Now to make this more effective on the lunge part, the longer the lunge, the more you activate the glutes, alright? So the further you bring your leg back, the more butt activation you have, alright? Alright, so that's the second exercise you do. You do that for both legs. You could do about 15 reps again for that on each leg. The next exercise is an exercise I didn't really want to do, but it's a variation that I should really include, because a lot of the variations of this exercise that you've been seeing me do are different variations. And as you may know from what I spoke about in different workouts now, is that variety is king. You ought to have variety in all of your workouts, okay? So, it is the hip thrust exercise. Glute bridge, hip thrust. What we're going to do is, it's going to be a single leg, feet raised, hip thrust. Okay? The body's going to be on the floor. So usually this would be a beginner's glute bridge exercise. Feet raised on the floor, feet on the floor. You bring the butt up. And what you've got to do to make this work, you can obviously do this on a sofa if you haven't got a bench or a step up. Most of the tools are listed in the description below, so just have a look there. So what you've got to do for this exercise is, you're going to make sure that your legs are parallel, okay? And then you're going to get your barbell or dumbbell. A dumbbell might work best, okay? And you're going to go for a moderate weight, not too heavy. Heavy enough so that you can push to 15 reps and it hurts at 15 reps. Remember, that's good pain. Now, what you're going to do is have your foot, both feet there, take one leg off, lay back, and then push up. Just move your hips. Hold the dumbbell at the waist, just move the hip. If you move the hip, the leg will just move by itself and you just go up and down. Okay? This is one of the butt exercises where you're moving your body backwards and forwards. Unlike the squat, where you go from up to down, this is when you move your body up, so backwards and forward, and that helps to target a different set of muscle fibers. Okay? So that is one effective exercise. The great thing about that variation, which I don't always like about some of these variations, is that at the top of the movement you do have a lot more range of motion. But the ultimate variation is where your feet are raised and your shoulders are raised. Okay? So that's the third exercise. Now the fourth exercise is a favourite of mine. Okay? If you've read the recent newsletters, you will know this is definitely one of my favourites now. It is the Bulgarian split squat. There is a deadlift as well, but we're not going to do the deadlift for this workout. So this is going to be the split squat. So the split squat, you're going to do a super rep. Alright? The super rep is just basically where you do a very slow squat. Okay, so you're just going to make sure that when you come down, your knee comes very close to the ground. Okay, so you are going to use a pretty heavy weight, and once again you're going to go for 15 reps, 3 sets on each leg. But go for a pretty heavy weight. You've got to make this effective. Now, pretty heavy for me is about 30 kg with a dumbbell at 15 reps, and you're definitely going to feel it in your leg, all up your quads and up the side of your butt. That's where you're going to feel it when you do this exercise. You shouldn't really feel it anywhere else. You shouldn't really feel it in your inner thighs or anywhere like that. There are other exercises that we do for that. With this exercise, man, wow. It's a killer. Now I'm using a pretty light weight, so I'm not being taxed too much. But that is a fantastic exercise to do. It's arguably more effective than the squats themselves. That's a fantastic exercise, and it's a great exercise for me. Okay, so the last exercise that you're going to do for this workout, the last exercise is not a very hard exercise, pretty easy. What you're going to do is get a band, tie it around something, loop it around something. What you're going to do, if you've got the bands, is get the handle, put the end that doesn't have a handle through the end that does, and then put the handle back on. You've got a loop. Alright, so the exercise we're going to do is the pull-throughs exercise. The only reason I'm doing this exercise is to break things up a bit, because the pull-throughs exercise is an exercise that you perform to help you improve your form for performing the deadlift exercise and the kettlebell swings exercise. Okay, especially the deadlift exercise. That's where a lot of people go wrong, so a lot of people get injured. Anyway, the further out you go, the more range of motion you have. The further out you go, the more potential energy builds up on this band. The more potential energy you have, the harder the exercise is to perform. So you're going to go pretty heavy, so I'm going to go pretty far out. I'm using the heaviest resistance band, and all you're going to do is let the band go back. So it's basically like a kettlebell swing, but you're just letting the band control the movement. So the band will pull you back, just control it on the way down. Okay. You do the same thing as you do as if you're going to be doing a kettlebell swing or a deadlift. Pretty much. Alright? It doesn't look like much, but when you get to the peak of the movement, right around here, you feel it. And your body is just like screaming, oh, go back, but you don't go all the way back too fast because you might end up doing this. And you don't want to do that. Okay, so that's it. Again, the full workouts, if you want the full workouts with full reps and sets and more talking, is going to be on Operation S Curve. And yeah, it's a workout that I like, as I think that's a workout that you're definitely going to like. So until the next video, which should be round 3 of the same workout, I will see all of you then. Bye-bye.